I just thought, oh, it's a television programme, isn't it?
It is a television
I was getting ready to watch and realised I'm starting.
Yeah, you're in.
Hello and welcome to Fantasy Football Euro 2004 live.
Tonight's guests are Rhona Cameron and Brian McFadden.
Later on, we'll be recreating one of the most famous goals of all time.
And we'll be saying a big hello to the England midfield.
Well, they didn't turn up.
No, they didn't turn up. How odd.
The first few things we've noticed from watching the tournament so far. Victoria Beckham seems to be bad luck. Last night she was at the England game, and tonight she turned up at the French game with no makeup on.
Cruel but fair. And Thierry Henry was very surprised to lose tonight, but then he gets surprised by the most unlikely things, like other players being in the tunnel.
And if you're wondering why we lost the penalty shootout last night, it was obviously because as each penalty was taken, it got harder and harder to find the spot.
Where is it? Oh, it's just like sand.
And it seemed pretty obvious to us that Urs Meier, who refereed last night's game, was a bit biased. Mind you, he wasn't as biased as this ref. Stato, how are you, mate?
Yeah.
No, that had an edge of violence, I think.
No violence.
Please. Stato, have you got any emails at all?
Yeah, we've had some response to the Nell McAndrew item from the last show.
Oh, yeah. I should say that we pointed out that Nell McAndrew, in the People, I think... Yes. Oh,
yes.
A wolf whistle.
Oh.
Are we back in the 60s?
I think we are.
She said that if Rooney scored against Croatia, she would cartwheel through the streets of England. And we asked our viewers if they'd spotted her going past their house,
yes.
right?
So, what have we got?
Yeah, well, one of our younger viewers, Cam Barra from Manchester, has sent us in this drawing of Nell McAndrew doing a cartwheel.
Oh, that's lovely.
That is lovely. That is lovely. She seems to be cartwheeling in a big warehouse to me, but not through the streets.
Isn't she naked as well?
Yeah, she might be naked. I hope so. If you do want to send us anything, you can send things via our website address, which tonight is on yesterday night's penalty spot. Now, can we see the whole thing? Let's see the penalty spot! Yes, there it is. Oh, there you go. Show the penalty spot. Though.
No, me and... You know, you're right. I've just seen a monitor. This shirt is terrible.
Sure, it looks like the Blue Peter Garden. It is.
Let's hope it doesn't get wrecked by Les Ferdinand. So we, it was him apparently.
It was him, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Dave, we write this show. Yeah, it's hard to believe,
I know. We do.
In an office, and on the office wall, we've had this, which is one of those posters from the Sun newspaper, in fact. And it's like, you know, you fill it in and you put all that on.
Yeah, and you noticed, didn't you, that Sven
I thought, this looks... It's a particularly apt picture of Sven. If you look at that...
Look at the picture of Sven. Now, what does that look like? That's it. Can we see what it looks like at all? There we go. Yes, indeed. If you look closely at the donkey, it's thinking of bringing on Phil Neville, I think. And now it's time for another in our series.
Homoerotic moments in football.
I took the shirts off the backs after they'd finished training.
I used to do that. I massaged one of those.
Of course. Well, that was my approach, of course.
Homoerotic.
Oh, yes, we love that bit. Now, let's get on.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get on. Of course. That's for us. Of course, over the last couple of weeks, even though England are now out, perhaps it's time to reflect, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Just reflect on a phenomenon, on the one man who undoubtedly has caught the imagination of the nation.
He's been everywhere.
Everywhere at all. It is, of course, England assistant manager Tord Grip. Now, there's Tord, there he is. Now, it's been Tord Mania.
Tord Mania.
It really has. Tord Mania. Stop the music. We've all seen the
Grip, hooray. We all
Yeah, and of
saw
course,
that in
here's
the
another
mirror.
one. Here's Will win the tournament we've had.
Yeah.
It's been all
Before
over
the
the place.
Portugal game, they did one of those mock-up things, you know, true grip.
But Stato, who exactly is Tord Grip?
Well, he's 66 years of age, and from 1988 to 1990, he was coach at Swiss club Young Boys Bern.
Young Boys Burn? I've got the same wolf whistle as Nell McCann.
Yes.
Very unusual.
Oh, they're a very broad-minded
Yeah,
crowd.
they are.
Yeah, you know, in 1976, he actually appointed Sven-Goran Eriksson as his assistant while he was coach at Swedish club Degerfors.
So Sven was his assistant originally?
Yeah, that was the original plan, and then obviously things have changed. And he's a keen accordion player, and he accompanies Sven when he plays the trumpet at the England camp or wherever they are.
Really? Lovely.
That must be cheering them up right now.
Good
I
old
imagine.
Tord.
But that's interesting, actually, because I have here, I think before one of the other games, we had rub Tord's accordion for luck. That was a thing. So Uri Geller was up for it.
Yeah, I'm sure you all saw
Yeah.
that. And there's been all sorts of things said about Tord. Pele said Tord is the new Les Cocker, which I think sticking his neck out.
Yes, Les
Some of
Cocker.
our older viewers will enjoy that.
And a lot of assistant managers have been saying, Phil Neal says to Tord, don't make the same mistakes I made. He'll soon find out who his real friends are. Although actually most of his real friends are dead, I think.
Yes,
So,
well, he's 70. And there was rumours about him getting a transfer, like there always is, going to Tour de France.
And of course, a lot of messages from celebrities and all sorts of things. You may have seen Jodie Marsh was in the paper the other day, but there was a message for Tord on the Daily Sport. It was this one.
Oh, we've got it. You've all got it to look forward to.
Yeah. We
And
have.
now, the first in our new series.
Jack Johnson is...
They were good in from here. Right at the back of the head.
Jack Johnson is...
Yes.
That's fair enough.
Quite right.
You're quite right.
Moving
Stat.
on.
Yeah. Has there been, you know, Stato, there's always stories about the national grid failing and the plumbing failing when there's a big game. Did that happen last night?
Yeah, they were complaining again, the water board, last night, because so many people went to the toilet at half-time that it led to a huge surge in the amount of sewage in the system.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, they were really. They said the British population had been irresponsible for all flushing at the same time. They've really been moaning about it, the water board, and you must have all seen the headline. What's that noise?
So nice. Oh.
Oh, God,
Never mind about that. A lot of women, of course, have fallen for Tord, but the thing about him is, as we've said on the show before, is he can be 1 minute really friendly and then he can suddenly turn.
Every player, they want to be fit on Friday.
Duras Vassal, will he be okay?
Pardon?
Duras Vassal.
Yes, we love that story. Love that clip. But women are coming out of the woodwork. Here we have, there's a kiss and tell story. Here we have it here, torrid grope.
yeah. Look at this.
Look at some. Oh. Yeah. Round of applause.
Yes.
And they've got I saw his pork.
I saw his pork Tord.
I saw his
And
pork
now
Tord.
another in our series.
Gary Devils, bad nonsense and the silly.
No.
Oh, sorry. In this episode, Terry Venables shot... Oh, it's the ghost of that bloody stag. That's what it is. In this episode, Terry Venables show how important it is never to waste anything.
Sinclair. That's beautifully played into the path of Kieran Dyer. A bit of Olay and Matador football from England.
Is that
the doorbell?
Is that the doorbell? I
think it must be the
It
doorbell.
must be the doorbell.
Who is it?
I'll tell you. It's Brian McFadden and Rhona Cameron.
And we'll be talking to Brian and Rhona after the break.
Brian. Hello, Rhona.
Hello.
So the French are out. What about that?
Shame.
You know, it seems to have made the English feel a bit better about what's happened so far.
Yeah, I think Zidane would benefit from perhaps just cutting the hair off there. I think it might help with the heading situation. But I've always liked France until I didn't want to join in. I didn't want to join in the English thing about the French, because historically the Scots and the French have got this sort of
I'm
friendship
Irish and I
thing
hate
going.
them, so...
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to sound like Ron Atkinson, but I went on holiday there and I feel very differently now, so I'm pretty happy about the result, really, tonight.
OK. And what about... Sorry.
Pardon?
Did you make that face? We're trying to get it going as a catchphrase. Oh, yeah, we're trying to get... So if we all say, so will Darius Vassell be playing, we want you all to say...
Yeah.
That was very good.
That's
like
we'll try that
Tourette's or
later. We'll
something,
spring it on you later on Bruce Forsyth style and see how it goes.
So what about the England game? You watched that, presumably?
Yeah, I'm not the Scottish type that hates the English or has a problem. I support England. Thank you.
You got a round of applause for that.
I'm a Londoner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gutted. I tell you what, I had when Lampard took the corner, I had my my hands on the television screen and I was screaming.
When Lampard scored his goal.
Penalty.
And I was absolutely. I just think, you know, I agree with most of the people here. Probably, I think that, you know, Ers was an arse.
What do you think?
This was an arse.
It was, you know.
I want to hear the Irish perspective on it.
I'm the same. Obviously, you know, a lot of Irish people always have this thing against England, but obviously I've been here for 6 years, so I was shouting for England last night, and I was gutted.
Yeah, but the main... I just have to say one thing, which I think which is that it's all, you know, it was a bad decision and all that, but basically Sven is getting it all wrong. He's getting it all wrong. You know, we played too deep, right? And that midfield shouldn't be playing that deep. And then has he ever made an attacking substitution in his Swedish fucking life? Sorry.
I don't understand why.
Just say, for the young viewer who sent in that drawing, I can only...
Good. I'm sorry, Brian. I lost it a bit there.
I don't understand why he even bothered bringing Joe Cole over or Kieran Dyer. You know,
exactly.
I think it was just a mad decision bringing Phil Neville and.
Well, the thing, you only got to
Phil
look at.
Neville.
If you just look at Sven now, he's obviously a pharmacist.
Yes.
He's not a football manager. He's got the glasses.
It's a terrible
sticky up
mistake.
ball. Yeah, he should have a white coat on. He should be saying, Mrs. Jackson, here's your pie ointment.
Yeah.
He's not a football manager.
That's absolutely correct.
Anyway, let's finally mention Wayne Rooney because we've actually found a better Rooney song than that. This is by Michael Holiday. It's from 1958, and I think you'll like this particularly, Big Brian, because it's got a bit of an Irish feel to it. Irish feel to it. That was Gaelic pronunciation. This is Rooney by Michael Holiday.
Rooney, oh, Rooney. What a fine old figure on the
That was lovely, Frank.
Yes, thank you very much.
I'll take you back to the old country, Brian.
Pardon?
Yeah, no. Something about the disallowed goal, I don't know if you noticed this, is that it was very like, of course, when Campbell did the same thing in 1998. I don't know if you noticed, in the game last night, John Motson got so excited about that, he was trying to say that it was similar to Campbell's disallowed goal, is that he made up a word, right? Listen to this. It's the word, he says, after the phrase, it's a repeat of. Tell me what word this is.
It's a repeat of Broadway logic.
What did you think that was?
But it sort of sounds like ends in logic, but I think he's going to try to say waddle, but then he starts to go, oh, whoa, huddle, why huddle, why huddle?
I thought you said it's a repeat of Hoddle's gay orgy.
Hoddle's gay orgy, yeah. We thought it might be I've ordered an onion bhaji. But it is, in fact, we got a linguist in, and it is, in fact, this, right? It is John Motson's compound word to try and get in everything that happened, right, in that 1998 incident.
Well, and before,
Argy.
I think this might be a reference to Chris Waddle in 1990.
Yeah.
So, in fact, it's a whole chunk of English football in history. And
yeah, what do you think about that?
So all the bad things that have happened.
I think it was a heart-stopping match, and I think he's just in shock, and just all his football history's come out there. And
That's true, and waddling Argy could be a reference to Maradona, couldn't it?
Indeed.
But was it a disallowed goal? Was it a real goal? What do you think?
Well, what do you think?
I think that the ref made a wrong decision. I honestly think, I'm not just saying it's a bit boring, everybody said it, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if they were paid off, because I think that's
Can we say that?
atrocious. No,
Can I just say, we'd be very surprised.
Okay. There was a situation there in the box, but I think that I don't think Terry stopped the goalkeeper. I think that there was a slight entanglement for a second like this, but I don't think there was.
I'll tell you who would know. I'll tell you who would know.
I'll tell you who would know. Keith Cooper, the referee of the 1994 League Cup final. You there, Keith?
I'm here, Frank. How are you?
I'm very well.
What did you think? Was it a goal?
I just felt that the referee was positioned so badly. You know, you're encouraged as a youngster to get close to play on set pieces to sell a decision, and I just felt, you know, to look through 20 people like that, you know, I just feel he should have been closer to the byline. Quite clearly, both players were looking at the ball, and I just felt that the goalkeeper barged into Terry rather than the other way round, and he just caught him on the way down. You know, I
imagine.
You can see why, though, what the referee did see. Like, people are saying it was a mad decision, but if you look at it again, all he probably could see was Terry's arm on the keeper's shoulder.
Yeah, Terry's arm did touch the keeper, didn't it?
Well, you could see why he gave it.
Yeah.
He also made the wrong decision with Cole as well, did he not?
No. With Cole?
Yeah, there was another. He just did quite a clean tackle, did he not? He'd also fouled him.
Yeah, the thing is, it's all. But the pharmacist, right?
Yeah.
When he came on for extra time, I thought, now he's getting ready, and he's kind of got up to play saying, "Do you mind taking a penalty?" Because that's. And you want to see that doing, they're going, "Come on!"
Yeah, I know. The other lot were just like the Portuguese, just seemed to embrace it.
Yeah.
Almost thought up until the last moment, or the last second that we lost, you almost got the impression that Portugal were winning. Do you know what I mean? The whole time, the whole attitude in the penalties.
Yeah.
Ledley King had the best idea, I think. Ledley King was off for an early birth. Anyway,
on that note,
I think it's time for the Phoenix from the Flames thing. Phoenix from the Flames, Phoenix from the Flames thing.
So, Naeem, we're here to recreate your wonder goal from the 1995 European Cup Winners' Cup final against Arsenal.
Can I do my song now?
What song?
You know, the famous song about my goal. It's based on this.
Yeah, never mind about that. What about your goal? It was amazing.
Yes, the commentator, Brian Moore, said it was amazing. Just before he turned into Kermit the Frog.
Amazing! David Seaman, all he could do is lie in the back of his goal.
Naeem.
Yeah, anyway, Naeem. That Arsenal side had its fair share of trouble, didn't it? I mean, George Graham had been sacked, Stuart Houston was the caretaker manager. But anyway, Naeem, tell us about your goal.
Well, it was a minute to go, and when I get the ball from Tony Adams, well, I thought I would try to kick the ball as hard as he can, and he went in.
OK, then, well, I'll be Tony Adams, Dave, you be David Seaman, and you be Naeem.
Play Brian Moore.
Adams. Naeem hitting a long one.
Captain, there's an unidentified white object flying towards the spaceship.
All right. Well, where are we?
Well, according to my coordinates, we're 15 miles above the Parc des Princes in Paris.
Are you sure? It looks to me like the East End of London.
Oh no, the ball's gonna hit us! Quick, phone the Arsenal manager!
Houston, we have a problem.
No, it's all right. It's going back down to earth. In fact, if your coordinates are correct, it's heading straight towards David Seaman. But he hasn't got a stupid ponytail.
Here's the ball coming. Oh, I got this covered easily. Do you know, I really feel that there's something missing at the back of my... Oh, shit.
From the halfway line, from the halfway line.
Before we go, what about Darius Vassell?
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you, Rhona.
And Rhona, you've been great. And any minute now, there'll be a...
I imagine that'll be some sort of old footballer coming to sing a song. It's Simon Garner. Hello, have you come as Tord Grip, Simon?
I sure have, David. What a fine tall figure of a fellow is the Rooney, oh, he's 6 feet tall. And allow me to remark, see the girls all sigh to go walking with the Rooney, oh, especially when the Rooney's over feeding. Rooney, oh, he'll set your heart a singing in the twinkle of an eye. Rooney, oh, darling of the ladies is the Rooney, oh, he'll set your heart a singing in the twinkle of an eye.